going to be sharing how I make my bath bombs. I make a batch that does about 32 at a time using my mega press and my mega extractor. When I first started doing bath bombs, I was doing them manually by hand, one at a time. And then as we grew, that got to be too much. So I moved to a single pneumatic press. And even still, with the support of a compressor, it was still a bit too much to do one at a time. So I moved over to this mega press, and these are 2.5-inch round bath bombs. The mold typically makes 16 at a time. If you notice, I have 2 empty spots in the front. It's because the molds for these I need to bring home to sand down. They're a little bit tight in the space, so they're kind of getting stuck. So on a normal day when I have all in, it makes 16 at a time. And I make my powder batch to fill this 2 times plus a little bit extra depending on how tight they're packed. And if you notice, before I started filling them, there was the black bottom half of the round mold underneath, and then I fill them with powder. I don't measure because I've been doing it for so long. I can kind of get a feel by hand. Once I start pressing down the powder and it starts pushing back a little bit, I could tell that they're going to be filled just the right amount. Once all of the bottom parts of the mold are filled, I cap them off with the top portion of the round mold. And by doing this, I just lay them in, gently press down, and then I'll be putting them underneath the mega plate that you see there at the top, and the plate will completely push them down just the right amount. Now, for a long time after I pulled out the molds from the mega press, I was kind of hand maneuvering them to kind of pop out the molds, which took a toll on my shoulder. So since then, the maker of my press has created a pneumatic extractor, which is what you see right here at the top. So I was hand pressing them down on top of those pegs, and it was really kind of a difficult task with 16 bath bombs at a time. So this pneumatic extractor has been really great. I just press the lever and then I'm able to wiggle the complete mold right out of the bomb. And you can just pull off the tops, but I find I get more stickage that way. So I like to just pop out the whole mold, tap it with a spoon, and this gives me a more consistent round every time, and I don't lose as many. If I don't press, you just saw what happened there. If I don't press down on the mold a bit, I tend to get flat tops. That's another reason I like to take the whole piece out, so that I can press down a little, fill in any flat tops, and then tap the mold and grab them out. So this mega press has been a lifesaver. It helps me crank out hundreds of bombs at the same time. Once I'm done pressing out all the bombs, I lay them in these amazing trays that have rounded inserts in them so that it helps the bomb keep their shape while they dry. And then when I'm done, I use my shrink wrap machine, shrink wrap them up, label them, and then they're good to go. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you have any questions about any of the tools I'm using, just leave a comment below.